If you find yourself distracted and slacking, here are 3 exercises, tools, or adaptations you can do right at your desk to improve your focus and productivity. Hey there, welcome back to the Flow Lab channel where we discuss psychological science, mental fitness, and productive flow states. My name is Jonas and I'm co-founder here at Flow Lab, and if you're new to this channel, we also have a mental fitness app that helps you train the mental skills needed to improve focus, motivation, and to get in the zone. Based on an entry assessment, you'll get a weekly training plan with science-based guided meditations tailored to your specific needs. Go check it out and save 50% of the yearly subscription. All you need to know is in the description below. Also, it would be amazing if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Your support always means a lot and helps us to produce more videos like this in the future. When I find myself scattered, I think of all the great tools I know improve focus and productivity. A workout, going out for a walk. There are a number of fantastic tools with a great scientific basis that help us in the short and long term. Many of which we also discussed in previous videos. And yet, the timing or the circumstances don't always make it possible for us to go for these tools. We may feel under the weather and therefore want to skip the workout. Perhaps it's raining, which is why we can't put ourselves to go out for a walk. So, to broaden your arsenal of focus tools, I want to discuss 3 time-efficient practical tools that you can do right at your desk, or adaptations in your way of working to improve your productivity. You may not know this, but cognitive focus follows visual focus. Our visual focus is closely connected to our cognitive performance and levels of alertness. By looking at a specific visual target, say the corner of your desk, not only does this engage your frontal eye fields, but it also engages your prefrontal cortex, the area right behind your forehead responsible for logical thinking, goal setting, planning, and self-talk. By training this so-called overt focus, you'll encourage the corresponding brain areas to get better at focusing and also at refocusing. Because what you train here is similar to a meditation practice where you find a focus point. In this case, it's not your breath, for example, but a visual focus point. And you try to keep your gaze and mental focus fixated on this point for as long as possible. Whenever you catch yourself drifting away with your thoughts or gaze, notice that and gently shift your focus back. You can do this before you start working or also as a break to regain focus again. Just find a visual target in your environment, keep your attention there for as long as possible, and shift your attention and gaze back whenever you catch yourself drifting away. We actually have a flow session dedicated to training exactly this visual focus too, which is called Quiet Eye. You'll find it in the training area of focus in the Flow Lab app. Another fun fact about vision and focus: there are neurons in the brainstem that control our eyelid movements. And these neurons are related to areas of the brainstem releasing certain neurotransmitters that influence our level of alertness. To be more specific, when looking down, you'll trigger a release of neurotransmitters that make us more sleepy. And the other way around, when looking up, you'll find yourself getting more alert. So if you're getting sleepy, perhaps you find a way of putting your screen to at least eye level or higher. Maybe work with a second screen that you can ideally tilt a bit towards you in order to increase alertness. This one's old but gold. I guess it comes as no surprise that working from your bed while in a crouched position doesn't help you perform at your peak. But that your posture influences your productivity is also true on a lower level. The locus ceruleus neurons in the brainstem release norepinephrine and epinephrine, which makes us more alert and focused. These neurons become more active when standing up and less active while seated, and even less active when leaning back, which means you'll be less alert and focused. There are actually studies showing that a standing position while working doesn't only improve health-related outcomes such as less neck pain, but also productivity. I know standing can also be very tiring after some time, so don't feel pressured to stand up for 8 hours straight, but rather try to mix it up a bit and switch your position from time to time. You see, your productivity will benefit from this. Finally, the way we talk to ourselves is highly underestimated when it comes to improving productivity. If you think about the things that keep you from getting things done, and if you're very honest to yourself, you see that it's more than the pop-up notifications on your phone. It's boredom, perfectionism, self-doubt that tempt you into distracting yourself. It's telling yourself that you hate Mondays, that your work is tiring, or that the task and the feedback of others scares you. It's subtle, but it's there, and it can influence with how much motivation and focus you work on your tasks. Did you know that the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that is, amongst other things, responsible for self-talk, is also part of the dopamine system? Put simply, when you say you hate working on that task, your body will release less dopamine. You'll feel less focused, less motivated, and also time will seem to pass much slower. We'll release a dopamine masterclass soon where we'll also talk about this topic in more detail if this is interesting to you. You'll learn how to build sustainable dopamine habits for more productivity and flow states with science-based tips. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss it, and once we've launched it, I put the link in the description too. My main point here is that you should first become aware of your self-talk and then train to cultivate a positive, motivating self-talk. Actively pay attention to the aspects of your task that are pleasurable, that you can somehow enjoy. And instead of telling yourself how boring this is, deliberately change the way you talk to yourself and remind yourself of these enjoyable aspects. And if there are things like self-doubt you're struggling with, check out our video on 5.5 tips to cultivate a positive self-talk, where we discuss a few very specific tools. I hope these ideas could broaden your toolbox of focus strategies and help you get things done. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your support. Other than that, enjoy your day and I'll see you next time.